Welcome to City on Board. In this episode, we will discuss 5 unusual countries you've probably never heard of. So without further delay, let's jump into the video. Number 5, Iraqi Kurdistan. Many of you may be at least a little familiar with the history of this autonomous state inside of Iraq. Despite its volatile beginnings with Iraq, Kurdistan considers itself stable. It has a bustling tourist industry that has opened its arms to Westerners. They have their own elected government, passport, army, borders, and national anthem. While it's not an entirely independent country yet, its citizens did approve a referendum earlier in 2017 to declare independence. Number 4, Western Sahara. Western Sahara has what all other secret countries on this list note. Many other nations support their independence. The EU gives the small government enormous export tax breaks. South Africa, Vietnam, India, and Mexico support their sovereignty claims. Western Sahara is also a member of the African Union. So, why is it on this list? Because of Morocco. They claimed it as their territory. And this is where the disagreement began. Number 3, Knights of Malta. The Knights of Malta isn't like any other secret country in the world for a couple of reasons. It's well recognized, has diplomatic relations with around 100 countries, and has no land. The Knights rented an apartment block and a villa in Rome after Napoleon kicked them out of Malta in 1798. The Knights have laws and passports and claim over 13,000 citizens. Despite claiming sovereignty from any nation, they still answer to the Pope because they are a Catholic order. Number 2, Freetown, Christiania. What began as an anarchist commune making its home in abandoned army barracks in Copenhagen, Denmark, became a sovereign state after declaring independence in 1971. Freetown, Christiania makes its laws. No guns or vehicles are allowed. There is no private property, and unlike in the rest of Denmark, selling and buying hashish is legal. But hard drugs were made illegal after a heroin epidemic nearly wiped out the commune. It's thought that the only reason Denmark puts up with Christiania is that it brings in so many tourists, over 1 million annually. Number 1, Cyborga. You may already know that Italy is divided into 2 micronations, San Marino and Vatican City. But now, experts say there's another micronation in Italy. Cyborga is a tiny town of 400 people that sits on top of a hilltop. It covers about the same size area as Central Park in Manhattan. But despite this, it has consuls in several countries. It may also be the oldest micronation in Europe. Cyborga was founded in 954 AD as part of the massive Holy Roman Empire. When the empire collapsed, it absorbed almost 300 states into surrounding nations. Cyborga was no exception and became part of the larger nation called Sardinia, which later became Italy. At least that was the intention. But as it so happened, Cyborga was left off of the list when the Italian Unification Treaty was signed, which may legally make it an independent state. Unfortunately, nobody has brought the matter to court, so the residents of Cyborga maintain their sovereignty from Italy. That was all about 5 unusual countries you've probably never heard of. So if you like our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.